Anomalies are basically just trying to be a kindergarten teacher while taking care of a zoo, while also having to take care of the plantation. They just have to they just get person the SCP Foundation researchers are basically just being pulled in all direction. Like, it's not even that difficult, they're just specifically obnoxious. I mean, it depends on the SCP, doesn't it? Like, some of them are obnoxious, but some of them are just, yeah. Especially ones that breach out all the time. You just kind of oh god, how many deaths are we gonna have this time? Okay. Corrosive corpse, which reminds me of the corrosive snail. Which, by the way, the corrosive snail to this day is still one of the SCPs. When I think of how it looks, I get a little bit nauseous. Corrosive snail looks so nasty. It doesn't help that it also weighs a ton, but it has the speed of a fucking of a race car, you know. Shit sucks. All right. Here we go, corrosive corpse. Okay, we have different as we yeah, the pet snail. Oh, okay. Euclid. Level 2. SCP-1856 is to be housed at site where it was first discovered. On-site personnel to be cycled out of rotation on a monthly basis, eligible to return after a period of 6 to 8 months pending medical examination. As of 2000, only 1 researcher and 2 additional personnel are allowed in the room with SCP-1856 at any given time. The room is to be regularly renovated with masonry repaired on a bi-weekly basis. No, see Addendum 3. Researchers and other long-term personnel assigned to SCP-1856 are required to wear level C hazmat suits. SCP-1856 is the body of a human female of European descent aged about 20 to 30 years at time of death, showing no signs of decomposition, rigor mortis, or livor mortis. The cadaver was found with its hands, feet, and tongue removed, its teeth replaced with ivory dentures, and its eyes replaced with glass orbs fitted over with ocular prosthesis. Forensic analysis estimated the cadaver to be approximately 130 to 160 years old. The amputated ends of the body limbs show signs of cauterization by heated steel and further sculpting to allow for fitting of prosthesis, indicating these amputations may have occurred pre-mortem. Examination of the mouth shows similar signs of pre-mortem modification with the removal of the tongue and lower gum line. No prosthetic tongue was found amongst the remains. The ocular prosthesis could not be safely removed without damaging the body. Before death, the body cells began undergoing a process which prevented anaerobic organisms from breaking down body tissue. The cells then began to divide, providing sustenance for unknown aerobic organisms which began to escape from the body sometime after death. Once exposed to oxygen, these aerobic organisms cause a corrosive effect on certain organic and inorganic compounds, as well as concentrated neurodegenerative effect on living organisms, manifesting in the mid and forebrain. The cadaver was discovered in New York, behind a walled-off section of a shoe store basement. Walled-off section behind a shoe store basement, you say? The owner of the store, Joseph claimed to be unaware of the walled-off section until the cement lining around the concrete began crumbling. The wall itself gave way under pressure. Very Edgar Allan Poe, to find a corpse inside a wall. Okay. It was determined that the condition of the basement was steadily deteriorating due to decalcification and bacterial corrosion, putting much of the southeastern portion of the building at risk of collapse. The foundation required to acquire the property, and Mr. was administered Class C amnestics and financially compensated. Items recovered are logged at end of file. Agents and were the first on site to oversee transfer of the building to foundation control. The agents discovered the cadaver to be firmly ensconced in a depression in the soil bottom first. Attempts at retrieval were abandoned due to the risk of damaging the body. Agent expressed revulsion toward the body, claiming that touching it made my skin tingle like bugs were crawling into my skin. Edgar Allan Poe kept his corpse underneath his floorboards, not his wall. Oh no, yeah, but there was like a case of somebody like walling. Wait a minute. Who was it? Was that like put like a it was a story, right? Of somebody like trying to like for the love of God. There we go. There we go. Yeah, thank you, Howard. There we go. Yes, there we go. Thank you very much. That's what the story was. Yep. Sorry, I'm tired. Where was I? Oh yeah, here we go. Over a period of 2 years, personnel assigned to the site, including agent, and began to develop symptoms of new. I already read that part. No wait. Yeah, I already read that part. Actually, no, I didn't. Alzheimer's. No, I did not read that part. Oh my god. Yeah. New disease, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, prosopagnosia, face blindness, Capgras syndrome, and Huntington disease. Varying degrees of stupefaction were also recorded, consistent with catatonic type schizophrenia. Two researchers began to exhibit signs of paranoia and delusions consistent with Capgras syndrome, believing that several guards and agents assigned to the site had been replaced by imposters. The two were later found comatose while en route to site and subsequently expired. Autopsies on the two confirmed severe physical damage to the brains consistent with toxic as well as traumatic encephalopathy. Within the period of time, percent of personnel assigned to the site has died, with an additional percent forced to retire due to disability. All of those on a shut up. I saw that, Howard. I saw that from the corner of my eye, what you just wrote. Due to retire due to disability, all of those unaffected were found to have spent less than 1 month on site, with medical examination revealing no signs of brain damage. Containment pictures were adjusted based upon the schedules of the unaffected personnel. Addendum 1. Testing of site and the investigation of the surrounding area revealed the number of reported cases of neurodegenerative disease began to spike considerably from the time of the object discovery. The increase in civilian deaths linked to neurological illness caught the attention of local news stations and necessitated action on the part of Foundation Front Organization redacted. Square kilometers of was partitioned and placed under quarantine under pretense of redacted. Addendum. Frequent renovation of the room containing SCP-1856 has proven largely successful in containing the release and reproduction of these aerobic organisms. Introduction of hazmat suits have proven successful in allowing personnel to remain on site for extended periods of time. Reports of neurodegenerative diseases in the region have begun to drop off as the number of new cases stabilizes and the affected persons die off. Pending further information, quarantine is to be lifted on redacted. The imposter is sus. Nightmare. Guys, I just found out about this place called Sus. Yeah. It's on the country I'm in. It exists, yeah. Get over yourself. It has sex in the name. Addendum 3. Frequency of room renovation and repair has been increased to bi-weekly, now necessitating 2 individuals qualified to handle masonry repair. Rate of decay has been increasing. It's not just regular sex, it's sus sex. Rate of decay has been increasing throughout the markedly deprecated rate. At current rate, it is estimated that SCP-1856 must be relocated within the next 5 to 6 years to avoid another potential outbreak. In the meantime, lifting of quarantine is authorized on redacted. Recovered materials. Items recovered below show greatly inhibited signs of corrosion. 1. Prosthetic hand found to fit SCP-1856 and with unusually sophisticated features found several feet away from the body. 1 hardcover book full of handwritten passages. Pages contain coherent paragraphs but have no unifying theme or story overall. Information logged appeared to be casual observations, daily recaps or reminders, often repeated with different structures. Example: it was a sunny day and the children were going to the park. It was sunny that day, so the children were off to the park. Final page contains a written message to an unknown person. Hardcore imposter. Just 3 more SCPs that phone, and then you don't have to read this anymore. Then you don't have to deal with this shenanigans. 3 teacups made of bone china. 1 photograph held underneath the prosthetic hand. Photographs is badly worn. Daguerreotype. What the fuck? Badly worn daguerreotype depicting 3 young women dressed in clothing appropriate to the 19th century. A woman on the extreme right bears strong resemblance to SCP-1856, or may not be. A hand prosthesis is visible on the woman, though. Prosthesis, yeah, is visible on the woman, though this could be a mark caused by creasing. And then we have written records. To my last true friend and guardian, Sen Mei, I forgive you for not telling me. You were either coerced or ignored when you agreed to leave me here. I totally believe that. Were you chosen to take my place, you would have done exactly as I had. It wasn't until Mr. was institutionalized that I discovered where my recall was unnecessary. I know if I had confronted you directly, you would have denied it vehemently. But I can no longer ignore the death, pain, and suffering I have left in my wake. Of all the persons with the heart to take me in my hour of need, all but 1 have passed, and the last is now a vagabond, absolutely convinced that he is emperor of the land. Would you have claimed it a mere coincidence? I see what you wrote before. I'm not gonna say that. I am tired, Zenmei. I'm so very tired. And the knowledge that, yeah, same here, sister. Tell me about it. And the knowledge that everyone I've ever touched has passed before the time has become a burden that has broken me entirely. I'm overwhelmed by the immensity and grandeur of what you all had done to create me, only to put me to such a petty purpose as a weapon of mass death and decay. Any mindless beast can kill. Why make a science of it? Why make an unassuming young woman an unknown killer? Because some people are sick. It would have been my greatest hope to be buried with, but I do not wish to further agonize the families. Instead, I will lie here, hidden away from the world, so that none shall make a martyr of me. My remains shall rot, and I will return to the soil, never to harm a living thing again. The world is abandoned with killers. Abandoned, not abandoned. Abandoned with killers. Ironized in marble and bronze, it needs not another. You have my love and affection for as long as you live, Sen Mai. See you on the other side. A. R. June 1880. Oh, what a shame. She was made like this, and all she wants is to, you know, hold the people she cares for, love the people she cares for, but she can't because they die. I'm not sure if you heard that crack. That was my rib cage.